Hi, this is Zdenka. Every family should have this. I'm not joking. Because of this, look at this black little square. You can take it out, so you can put it back. You can take it out and you can put it back. And I had no idea until my daughter showed me. And I almost got mad at her that she broke it. Selfie sticks have changed over the years. This is my original selfie stick I bought many years ago, and I brought it with me to Europe and I was pretending to be all cool and all that, taking photos and videos. Well, that's history. Things have changed, improved, really improved. This is Moza Nano SE. I was hiding it from you since December, early December. That's when I got it, because I was waiting until they update the app and they catch up and they complete it, and now it's complete. And we have been using it pretty much nonstop when it comes to family stuff. Whenever I'm calling to parents in Czech Republic or also other family in Slovakia, whenever we are doing anything family related, just using it around the house, inside of the house, just family, really great tool. This is not really made for a lot of filmmaking because it doesn't have a 3-axis gimbal. It's only 1-axis gimbal. It is called the extendable selfie gimbal. Being said, Moza sent me this product to test. That's why they are marked as sponsor of today's video. However, they are not paying me. They are not telling me what to say. They didn't even ask me to review it. I decided to review it because I genuinely like the product and it's been really useful in our household. So I thought that you might like this one as well. Moza Nano SE looks like the typical stabilized selfie stick. It comes in 2 colors, black or this one, green. You can extend it up to 69 centimeters. It's got a tripod, so you can have it stand on the table. It has 1 motor, 1 roll axis. The rotation is 270 degrees, so it can somewhat stabilize your video. It's very light, only 250 grams. It will handle payload between 140 and 280 grams. It has only 1 port, and that is for charging. It's got 950 mAh lithium polymer battery built in, which should be fully charged in 2.5 hours via Type-C cable and should give you 10 hours of usage time. No, you cannot use external power supply and use it while charging. You can use it in the temperatures 0 to 40 degrees Celsius. Well, we have winter here in Canada right now. I'll take it out regardless. I'll wait for a milder day. When you have it stand on the table, insert the phone and balance it, you can lock the motor at the top. The power button is on the side here. The little lights will tell you how much battery life is left. You can tilt it towards you. You can have it sit on a table, extend, use it on the go. Now here's the feature which I love the most. The buttons, the interface. That's why I said every family should really have this, because it is removable. It is a remote. So when you need to take photos of yourself or family and you want to be in the photo or video, no problem. You just press record, turn the recording on and off. You can even zoom in and zoom out. Makes life so much easier. I used it over the Christmas a lot, especially at the dinner. I didn't have to get up from the table. I was just clicking away from distance. Now in papers it says that the remote can be used up to 100,000 times. And then what? Nothing needs to be replaced? I would like to know the answer to that. The remote can be used up to 10 meters in distance. It's not that much, but so far I haven't really needed further distance. To be honest, when I saw the remote and I tried it, I thought, oh, that would be cool if they would add it to one of their 3-axis gimbals. That would be cool. So what this remote can do, shutter button is here. You press record or take photos 1 time. If you press the shutter 2 times, you will switch between video and photo mode. The top button, which is M button, will switch the phone between horizontal and vertical mode. If you press 1 time, Press 2 times and you can switch between follow and lock mode. Press 3 times to switch between rear and front camera. Right and left buttons is where you can zoom in and zoom out. If you hold the right button, it will zoom in. If you press 2 times, it will automatically zoom in. Left, if you hold it, it will zoom out. Or if you press 2 times, it will automatically zoom out. If you press the left or right button 1 time, it will switch to app menu. You can do all that in Moza Genie app, which has many things, but you can also use your native built-in camera app on your phone. The remote will work with it. I tested it with Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus and iPhone 12 Pro. I get the same results. When it comes to other phones, I don't know. So you might want to check the compatibility list on their website. I simply don't have the phones, so I can't test it. What is the stabilization like? It will also actually depend on the phone you have. Some phones have more better stabilization than the others. So let's see, I'll be using iPhone 12 Pro in the Moza Genie app. First is walk with no selfie stick, just handheld. And here's the Moza Nano SE in Moza Genie, where I'm using their enhanced stabilization. I have shown Moza Genie app on this channel many times with the other gimbals, and it's pretty much the same. There are no changes, but let me run through the basic stuff for those who are new and they are not familiar with the application. What you will get in the app will depend on the phone you have and its compatibility. So what I always suggest, and I'll say it again, check compatibility list before you buy to avoid any disappointment. As I said, I have 2 phones here, iPhone 12 Pro and Samsung S10 Plus. What I get with iPhone is 4K in 24, 30 and 60 frames per second. And in 1080p, I also get 120 and 240 frames per second. Yes, you can all do that in 720p as well. With Android, I get the same, except I don't get the 60 frames per second. You can change lenses, you can film in slow motion, you can do time lapses, you can do video. And unfortunately, you can see a motor when you are filming with the ultra wide angle lens. As you can see, it is clearly showing on this side. They do have a moment feature which allows you to use their templates to create little short stories. And also in photo, you can do multiple exposure, light painting, and tilt. If you don't want to use the remote, you can do gesture control, use filters to enhance the look of your videos, and you can also edit the video in their built-in video editor. What I like about the Moza Nano SE and what I don't like, what I like is obviously the remote, because like I said, I used it for the family stuff and I can be in the photos and videos as well. I don't always have to be behind the camera to take the shots. I actually thought it would be perfect for teachers as well, which have to do some sort of, educational video for their students and they need to be in the front. They want to record themselves, so that little remote would be very helpful. I had some teacher ask me quite recently, so I think that would be the perfect suggestion. I also like that I can extend the stick. I can just adjust the angle and have it a little bit away from me when I'm actually talking to someone. I like the fact I can just stand it on a table, talk to my family when I'm cooking and doing all these things. So it's definitely quite helpful in that aspect. What I don't like as much is that screw over here. It's a little bit loose, so when you have much heavier phone, it will just flip like that. So you need to tighten it a little bit. And also this part which goes up and down, when you have it like that and start filming, then it goes down on its own. Also when you put it on a table, you have to always readjust. So that is a little bit annoying, but you will get used to it. What makes me wonder a little bit is the remote. 100,000 times is a lot, but there are people that will just click, 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 click away. And I would just like to know what will happen after, since that's what it says in the paperwork. I would like to have a little bit more clarity. On the other hand, when I think about it though, by the time they'll click out the remote, they'll probably already think about another gadget to replace it, as things are getting so fast, far ahead. In a year or in 2 years from now, there'll be even different things. Hit the thumbs up if you found this video informative and subscribe to future videos like these. If you have any questions, comments, or simply want to say hi, ahoy, bonjour, or anything like that, you can leave it in the comment section below as always. And I'll see you, my friends, in the next video. Ciao, ahoy.